Namo Buddhaya and welcome to Buddha Sunshine. In a quiet monastery, nestled deep within a forest, there lived a young monk named Tenzin. Tenzin was known for his diligence and pure heart, but one day, a terrible accident changed his life. While collecting firewood, he fell from a rocky ridge and severely injured his leg. Despite the care of his fellow monks, the wound left him with a permanent limp. Tenzin was heartbroken. He could no longer join the other monks in their daily routines of walking meditation, helping in the fields, or traveling to nearby villages to teach. He began to retreat into himself, overwhelmed by the pain and a growing sense of uselessness. One evening, the wise abbot, an old monk named Dorje, found Tenzin sitting alone by the monastery's lotus pond. The young monk's eyes were fixed on the still water, filled with sorrow. Dorje said gently, "Tenzin, why do you sit here with such a heavy heart?" Tenzin replied, "Master, I am broken. I can no longer serve as I once did. My pain has made me a burden." The abbot smiled kindly and said, "Come with me." Despite his limp, Tenzin followed Dorje to the edge of a flowing river near the monastery. The abbot pointed to a jagged rock in the middle of the current. The water rushed around it, creating ripples and eddies. "Do you see that rock?" asked Dorje. "Yes, master," Tenzin replied. Dorje continued, "You see, Tenzin, the rock could have stopped the river's flow, but instead it has shaped the water's path, creating beauty in its wake. Pain is like that rock. It can either block the flow of life or it can guide it into something new." Tenzin listened intently, though he wasn't sure what the abbot meant. The next morning, Dorje gave Tenzin a new task. "Sit by the gate of the monastery and listen to the travelers who pass by." Tenzin was hesitant but obeyed. Day by day, as he greeted visitors and listened to their stories, he noticed something remarkable. Many of them carried their own burdens of sorrow, loss, or fear. His own pain allowed him to understand theirs in a way he never had before. Slowly, he began offering words of comfort and wisdom drawn from his own experience of suffering. Word spread about the kind monk at the monastery gate. Pilgrims came from distant villages, not seeking physical healing, but solace for their wounded hearts. Tenzin's pain, which he once thought was his curse, became the very bridge that connected him to others. One day, Dorje visited Tenzin at his post. The abbot's eyes sparkled with pride. "Do you see now, Tenzin? Your pain was never meant to be a wall that confined you. It was a tool to carve your purpose." From that day on, Tenzin embraced his limp as a reminder of his journey, not one of brokenness, but of transformation. His suffering had become a source of compassion, and his life, like the river, flowed with new purpose. And so Tenzin learned the greatest truth of all. When pain is met with mindfulness and a heart open to others, it becomes the seed of profound purpose and unshakable joy. You see, in our modern lives, the story of Tenzin mirrors the silent struggles we often carry: loss, failure, or personal pain. Like Tenzin, we may find ourselves feeling broken or useless when life's challenges leave scars, whether physical, emotional, or mental. However, this story reminds us that pain, though inevitable, is not the end of our journey. It can become the foundation for empathy, growth, and connection. In a world where many suffer in silence, our experiences of hurt can help us understand others more deeply. Sharing our vulnerabilities, much like Tenzin did with the travelers, allows us to forge bonds of humanity and compassion. When we turn our focus outward, listening, supporting, and lifting others, our pain transforms. It ceases to be a weight that holds us back and becomes a breeze that connects us to purpose. Just as Tenzin found meaning by offering solace to others, we too can channel our struggles into acts of kindness, advocacy, or creativity. This story invites us to view our scars not as reminders of what we have lost, but as evidence of what we have endured and how we have grown. In doing so, it encourages us to meet life's inevitable hardships with resilience, compassion, and the courage to turn pain into purpose. Thank you so much for joining Buddha Sunshine and stay blessed.